Hello everyone, I'm Hanoi Nguyen from Vietnam. This video chronicles my first experience visiting the Hanoi train street. If you want to visit the train street Hanoi Café, check out all these videos. Since it is my experience as a Vietnamese, it is for those who want to go to the Hanoi train street café. Notes: first time going to Hanoi train street café. Before leaving, I researched the train time online. I decided to meet the train at more than 1900 hours. I have decided to come to this area since 5 p.m. This is a parallel road between Lai Nam Di and Phung Hung Streets. It's right next to Phung Hung Street. The starting point is the intersection between Tran Phu and Lai Nam Di Streets. The end point of the year is at the intersection between Phung Hung and Lai Nam Di Streets. Nguyen Quang Bich Street. The whole Café Street is about 300 m long. You can see the image on Google Map. I have put the link in the description. Currently, to ensure the safety of people's lives, there is a security force to prevent visitors from entering. However, you can still enter if there is a staff member of the cafe leading the way. You can rest assured that as long as you go around there, someone will greet you and lead you into their shop. Back to my story. Because it was my first time coming, I was afraid of not being able to meet the train, so I arrived quite early at 5 p.m. When I arrived at the intersection between Tran Phu and Lai Nam Di, I saw a guard standing guard and not letting me in. I decided to go around to find out. I went around Phung Hung Street and went along parallel lines along the train line. I went by motorbike. When I went to the end of Phung Hung Street, I walked around the old town and decided to eat eel vermicelli at Dong Thin restaurant at 87 Hang Du Street opposite Hata Market and only about 300 m from the train street. The eel vermicelli here is quite delicious and the price is also cheap, from 30,000 VND to 55,000 VND, about 1.5 to 2 US dollars. After eating, I started to go to the train street. I entered the intersection with Nguyen Quang Bich Street. When I just arrived, a woman in black invited me to their shop. I left my motorbike on the sidewalk to go in and she entered the 1980s cafe. The shop has both food and drinks. Coffee costs from 40,000 to 60,000, about 2 to 3 US dollars. Honestly, the coffee is pretty bad. I see foreigners, they often order beer. I think tourists come here to experience the feeling of watching the train go by, so they also don't care if the food is good. So I sat down to drink coffee and wait, put the phone around, took the phone to take a spin. These are the movies you were watching. When I went back, I saw the cafes on both sides of the road that were decorated quite nicely compared to the one I was sitting in. The two entrances are also set up with a stop sign prohibiting entry, but you can still go in. While waiting, I saw many people walking, taking pictures, filming.
You're from Hanoi?
Yeah, that's the reason why.
Videos from my personal perspective. I am Vietnamese. If the picture is not beautiful, or if there is something missing, please ignore it. Thank you very much. If you find it interesting, please like, comment, share videos, subscribe to the channel to support me. Thank you very much.
शेख कमी
बट ऐसे बनाना चाहिए कि हम तीनों की तब तो फायदा ना
The train coming for sure. I don't know which one. I cannot tell you anything. Wrong. Please wait. But the train coming.
ये बैठ जाओ ना